Hey everyone, welcome to your All Signs Timeless Love Reading. My name is Natalie and this is Eve's Rising Tarot. And here on this channel, it is my intention to help guide you through any confusion, any limitation, or fear you may be experiencing as a result of interacting with another person. It's my belief that everyone we meet is here to teach us something. And if we enter the experience with the mindset of how is this happening for me, and we're open and receptive in both mind and heart to the potential of the lesson as a way to see outdated and influential paradigms that are playing out and interweaving into our present experience, we then step into a space of empowered awareness. And from that space, we can then choose a higher and more expansive path forward that is more spirit and soul centered. Intuition is key in this process, and your intuition is what will lead you to balance. So keep that in mind as you listen to this reading, and connect with your intuition and trust the messages that it guides you to take from the reading, and those it doesn't guide you to take. Finding that balance helps you to grow and to evolve and to expand. So above all else, as you listen to my readings, please bring your intuition to the table. And being that it's a general reading, you'll want to keep that in mind as you listen. Not every message will be for you. Your intuition will guide you to what to take and what to leave. And let's get into it. And so I have some pre-shuffled and drawn cards that cover the spectrum of your energy, your person's energy, in regards to one another, and the strongest connecting and crossing energies that reside between you at this time. And remember that this is simply picking up on what is now and what is manifesting with what is going on at this moment. This can change in an instant with your thoughts, your actions, or your beliefs. Tarot is not something that takes away your choice or leads you to something you don't want. It's simply a snapshot of the energies and the patterns that are in the weave at this time. So if you don't like what's coming out in the reading, but it feels aligned to what you're experiencing, know that you are the creator of your story. You choose what happens. Know this. So let's start with you for your overall energy in regards to this person. First of all, we have accelerated motion, number 8. She's looking up at a star as well. This is kind of giving me the 8 of Wands vibes along with the star energy. And we have the Llama, endurance. We have Snow, rest and contemplation. So very interesting, kind of contrasting energies there. And I'm sorry. So to unpack that a little bit, you are presently in a space towards this person where you're seeing hope. You're seeing that something is happening that is, beyond you. You're starting to see potential and an opportunity for something different. There is a strong desire in you to get things moving and to, you're ready to put in the work that's necessary with this person to get on the same page, to be heard, to be understood. But right now, I feel that you're kind of in a freeze mode. There's a need to say sorry here. You're feeling very sorry for something towards this person. You may have made a mistake or hurt them or reacted to them in some way that out of the heightened emotions of that choice, you now see logic and reason in it, and you know that a sorry is necessary. So you're contemplating how to come forward and to say this. With this little person sitting on the llama, I see that you have your eye on this person. You're contemplating, you're wanting to make the move, but you're just not there yet. You're trying to figure out how to communicate this I'm sorry. But circumstances are showing you that there is hope and that possibly this sorry will be received by your person. Okay? And so for your person, their overall energy towards you. Fulfillment of wishes. This is giving me kind of 9 of Cups energy, right? Seeing you as, the end game, the prize, what they've wanted, all that they've ever wanted. Okay, and then we have the Weasel, stealth. This kind of gives me a little bit of 7 of Swords energy, but not in the deceptive, dishonest type of way, but more strategic, kind of logical planning, intelligent planning, right? Stealthily doing something or working towards this. Snowflake as well. Contemplation. So snowflakes on both sides. I have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, and sleep. And lastly, 2, my life started when I met you. So this really does align and vibe with that same fulfillment of a wish, that 9 of Cups energy. a wish come true, a dream come true. So this person has stopped to smell the roses. They're surrounded or completely feeling and aware of the intense emotions that they feel for you. They're embracing them. They feel as if, meeting you was a gift or, a treasure trove. They've been a lot of lessons and realizations and healing of their heart and their soul since they've met you. And their energy being this weasel and stealth, they are wholly watching you. They have their eyes exactly on you. But this person may feel or seem towards you a little bit cold. And gentleness. There's a gratitude and a beauty. And let's see, sleep, gentleness. Their overall energy towards you is wanting to be kind and gentle and to just come towards you or to communicate with you in a way that is, peaceful. There may have been a past or whatnot that was less than peaceful or calming between you two. But, through kind of being aware of their feelings, seeing your value, there's a recognition that they are grateful for who you are and for having met you, even if there was turbulence or, a little bit of a bumpy ride. They have their sights on you. They are watching you in some way. And you, this energy on your side, I feel like your back is towards them. You have your sights set more on, it looks like possibly more spiritual pursuits. And you're seeing clarity and illumination within yourself because of whatever has happened between you and this person. You're aware that with this person, it may not be easy to get them to open up after this break between the two of you and whatever is an apology is needed for. I want to get a little bit more about this. I'm sorry for you. You are very much in kind of a hermit energy, kind of soul-searching, introspective, going into the quiet reflectiveness of yourself. And there's cold and there is hot here, so you may be operating towards this person in a very cold and hot manner. Okay, so what came out for this shadow side? I'm sorry, you made me realize my flaws. So this person made you realize your flaws, and it could have brought out your claws, right? In how you responded. You could have, attacked this person, in the heat of it, and in just experiencing the heightened emotion of that triggering. You could have responded to this person in a way that was a little harsh or a little bit emotionally driven and defensive. And now that you're out of the emotion and now you're seeing, after this contemplation, you're seeing that you did that, and that was your reaction there. You need to make it right. So you're in that space. Habits, I don't know if I will ever change. And I just felt like a tickle in my throat, which is very interesting. So this may be something that's hard for you to do. There may be pride in swallowing your pride and saying you're sorry. Pride could keep you in the dark, right? All of these cards are very dark, black backgrounds, right? Habits, shadow side, ghosts of the past. I don't know if we will ever change, right? Okay. Let's do the strongest connecting energy at this time. Light, number 19. Oh, that's very interesting. And this clarifying, do you see the motions of both of their hands? This was clarifying your energy, right? This being triggered, the shadow side that came out, that responded, that you need to say sorry about. Also, you showed this person showed you your shadow side. It illuminated, it brought light and awareness to this aspect of you, possibly habits, old habits, things that no longer serve you, but that you are unaware that were holding you back, you now see. And this person as well. My life started when I met you. So light being strongest connecting, and then clarified by vision. Light and vision. So there's an awareness on each of your sides. Both of you have become more aware of yourselves, limiting beliefs, old ways of thinking, fear responses that were not, directly fear related, but possibly were resistance, were procrastination, were avoidant, were distracting. Things in which you did on autopilot behavior when you became stressed or unsafe because the body didn't recognize or trust the situation or the emotional energy you were feeling. You both have become more aware of yourselves in these ways, in the ways in which fear was prompting you to respond to one another subconsciously. Contemplating the future is clarified as well as the strongest connecting energy. Both of you are looking towards the potential to, for one another. And then there's a lot of similarity in this too. Like she's looking up at the light, this connecting energy, and you are looking at this shooting star, this movement, and feeling inspired by it. Because of this soul searching. You're trying to understand yourself and to navigate this shadow side, this darkness that you've been shown through the lens and the mirror of this person. Vision and contemplating the future. You're feeling supported with this newfound consciousness or awareness within yourselves. There's a sense of feeling that you have someone or a consciousness or a guide or a light beside you in navigating this. This might have, this connection and each other may have brought a lot of discomfort to each of you and made you go back into your shells or retreat or, react or whatever it was that happened between you. But now there's a sense of feeling more supported, more of a sense of courage, right? That maybe you two aren't so different. Maybe there is potential to find common ground and a bridge of understanding between, the two ways that you see life and one another and the situation that exists between you. All right, and now the strongest crossing energy. So we have rejection. This came out yesterday. So this may be more, kind of interwoven in the collective that I connected with yesterday or the day before yesterday. And so strongest crossing energy is a rejection wound. This could be a rejection in the past that you still carry with you that was never healed or moved past, that is kind of painting and weaving itself into your present experience with one another. You each may be afraid that when you speak your truth or come towards one another authentically, that maybe the other person doesn't feel the same way. There's a lot of doubt that this rejection wound paints over the way you see the connection and each other. Okay, so that clarified space. So this rejection wound, this fear of reliving that pain, whatever it was, it'll be different for each of you, causes you to create space and distance and to retreat from one another. And I feel like I'm having a lot of stuff going on with my throat. So it causes you possibly to be quiet, to not say what you need to do, to close up in your communication and to just let space and silence exist between you. This black and white, right? Not bringing any color or beauty to the connection, just letting it reside in quiet discomfort. Space. This feels like I was drawn to this little dark fellow in here, which makes me feel kind of like an inner demon, right? A wound and a shadow within you. The shadow side could have been for you what caused you to lash out or to respond harshly or whatever it was towards this person that you now see. Maybe that wasn't nice. Maybe I should say sorry. Maybe I should make this right. But this little darkness, this little demon within you operates because it's in the shadows. Operates within the subconscious. So a message to each of you. Shine light on where this rejection wound is from. This could be a call to pray, to meditate, to connect with your higher self and the great spirit that is God, and invite that support in for automatic writing and write about it. Where is this rejection wound? Was it recent? Was it in childhood? Was it a first relationship? Was it the most recent relationship that I thought I was over and that I'm apparently not? Do some inner work and some introspection and possibly meditating on illuminating and bringing awareness and understanding to this rejection wound that needs to be seen, because it is affecting the way that you communicate with one another, and it is causing each of you to put space between one another and to distance yourselves from each other. Light. It's very interesting for the connecting and crossing energy. There's yellow cards on each side. One in a positive sense, awareness, seeing more, illumination, becoming more aware of your nervous system, feeling your feelings, becoming more in tune and aware with yourself, of yourself and what you're feeling and experiencing, and forging a relationship with a self that helps you to Recognize when you're in a stress response and what that looks like in your body, what it feels like in your emotional body. How does it manifest for you? Is it resistance? Is it like a voice inside you that says, I don't want to do this, it's not worth it? Is it a voice inside you that tells you, go do this thing that you don't really care about doing because it's easier or better or more fun than what it is that you know you should do? Is it anxiety and living in the thoughts and creating, stories about what's happening and then operating and believing and feeling those stories as if they're actually happening? Is it just resistance? Is it feeling tired? This is stuff to keep in mind. But the rejection wound is creating space between you where it's pushing you apart. Okay? Let's see here. Let's get a little bit of tarot. What belief, conscious or unconscious, has led each of you here? So where you reside right now at this moment, as what this reading has found you, what belief, conscious or unconscious, has led each of you here? That it's over, that, they'll just hurt you, that you've been through so much with, romantically in your life, and it's all ended up the same way. This is just going to happen again. There's a lot of experience here behind your back, both of you. There is a belief that it's over, or that there is no more potential here, or that you kind of both feel that this connection is over. Or that when you take off the mask and when you come out and you face and confront this fear that you have of this other person and vice versa, that it will end. So there's a belief that the other person won't meet you or see you for your authentic, courageous truth. So we have... So it's very fear-based, right? It causes you to remain in hiding and to not let yourself truly be seen. You portray and show this person a version of you that is not entirely based in truth. It might have, bits and pieces of you, but it is not authentically true to who you are, and vice versa. Neither of you are showing each other your truth. You feel, in a sense, backed up against the wall, and that there's no really an alternative way out of this. All right, let's see here. Let's kind of shift towards you. What is Spirit calling you to see right now within yourself? What is Spirit calling you to see right now that is in your blind spot? What is this experience? And what is the hand of the divine trying to show you through this person? And the response, mind, body, and soul of them in your life. What is the divine trying to show you that is in the darkness, that is in your blind spot? I'm feeling that you are supported, right? So there are times where you feel alone and confused and unsupported in navigating and figuring out how to do this connection with what you feel. Wisdom. You have been here before and you know what to do. Yet you fear disappointing others. So there may be a feeling of not being good enough, or maybe not worthy of love. Perhaps there's in a sense that you don't feel that you will be truly seen and received by this person. You doubt the way that they feel about you. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in this situation. Connect with your inner guidance. What do you feel intuitively that you are being guided to do right now? There is wisdom that resides within you already that is guiding you on what is the next step forward. You've been here before and you know what to do. So what this could be telling me is that you've been here before in connections where you have responded in a way that was fear. Maybe there was an avoidance or like you got to the plate or to the doorstep of this new way of choosing to operate towards a person. And in previous times you chose not to do it, or to stay hidden or unseen, or to keep your thoughts and feelings to yourself and to not express yourself in some way. So you have been here before, you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. You fear disappointing this person in some way. And it gets a little bit more insight into that. Let's get a soul truth card. Tell me more about this. What's in the blind spot the Spirit is guiding you to say? Why this wisdom as what Spirit is guiding you to see? Tell me about this fear of disappointing your person. Tell me about this fear. Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? And what will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say, blank. Feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new exciting goals to take your health to the next level. You fear disappointing this person. Maybe you feel that you're not in physical shape or in optimal physical health to feel attractive or to feel good or energetic. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you just don't feel yourself lately, and you worry that, this lack of energy or this not being where you want to be with your fitness goals or your physique is going to be judged and criticized or maybe disappoint your person. So you stay hidden. You've been here before and you know what to do. The soul sees the soul. And if there's true love between you and you intuitively feel that something is here, your physical body will not deter, right? The person will see your energy, your vibration, your frequency, and ultimately that's what attracts each of us to the other. The physical body does play a role, obviously, but the stronger driving and magnetic force is your energy. So step into your confidence. Understand that the way the person sees you is not how you see yourself. There may be a distorted lens of, being a perfectionist, that you put that burden and that judgment on yourself and you see yourself that way, and know that your person doesn't see you through your eyes. They have their own eyes, right? Okay, let's see. Let's do... What are you being called to let go of? To surrender? To release? What is Spirit calling you to let go of right now in your experience? What belief? What habit? what limiting, thought or mentality or habit is holding you back. What are you being called to release? Okay. Surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. So, if this person has the strength or the superpower of just triggering you and really getting you all flustered and, crazy in your emotions, you're being called to find your inner stoic and your inner peace, right? Your inner Buddha or whoever, right? In responding to them. Go into this, and I still feel that tickle in my throat, which is so interesting. Speak up. Recognize that you're holding back your spoken truth, and there's a need to say it. I'm just feeling that. So what you're being called to let go of is any sort of drama response or reactive way that this person might perceive how you communicate and vice versa. Anything that triggers you or gets your emotions going or your heart pumping and then puts you into a certain emotional energy. Be aware of that tendency to happen and be prepared for it. Remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Speak to this person from the soul. And if you are aware that you are operating from the ego, which is the need to be right, the need to force your side and your perspective down their throat, or to, in any way that your ego communicating, hold back, right? Make sure you're operating from your soul and your truth and your authenticity and how you feel and what you want to say or how you want to respond. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more. What would you like the collective to be aware of that needs to be released or surrendered? Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. So very similar colors as well. And surrender your ego, which is really kind of reinforcing what I'd said before. Make sure that you're communicating from the soul, from your spirit, right? Authentic, true, kind, patient, compassionate. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So try to step into a lightness with this person when you communicate. Make sure that you are not operating or speaking from ego, and don't get sucked into possibly a cycle or a habit of, you two, when you communicate, falling into, drama or heightened emotions. Okay, and let's get a little bit of advice from Spirit. What would your inner guidance like you to know right now? What would your inner guidance like you to know? Chase the stars. You are made of stardust, a cosmic being with infinite magic within. Do not let doubt or fear cloud your belief in your divine heritage. Your DNA carries the codes to bring your dreams to life. Chase the stars. For you, whatever that is that has your attention, that is giving you hope, and that is making you feel like there is potential to accelerate things between this person in a way that this opportunity hasn't been before. Keep your sight on that, right? chase the stars. This is the strongest connecting energy between you and this person, light. Keep your gaze on the light. Stay in authenticity. Do not shift so much focus and attention and energy towards your person and lose yourself or neglect yourself in the process. Keep your gaze on the light and, within love for yourself and, honor for the connection. And let's get an angel number. What would you like to say to the collective spirit? Three, harmony. Divine guidance, balance, relaxation, patience, and mindfulness. As the number of harmony, this card represents divine guidance and direction. Embrace the benefits of relaxation and take your time. And think before you speak or you act. So that kind of feels like it's adding more layers of information on that. Surrender the drama. If you too have a tendency to fall into chaos when you communicate, or you trigger each other and you put each other into defensive mode, this is a call to bring a different energy intentionally. Say a prayer before you intend to speak to this person, and bring an energy of peace and understanding and neutrality to your intentions as you go into that conversation. And let's get some charms to close it out. Some confirmation or clarification. Numbers you've been seeing, zodiac signs, dates, letters, symbols that mean things to you. What would you like to show the collective? Okay, so let's see. I have a dinosaur, a T-Rex. I have a horse. So freedom, power, connection, right? Travel. I have Scorpio. And I have a little dachshund, or kind of a little wiener dog. I have a dragon that's really reinforcing this energy of chase the stars. This energy, the rejection wound, is creating space and distance and resistance between the two of you, and the connecting energy of vision and light and illumination, contemplating what the future looks like together. Be in the light. You are supported. I have a peacock. So in some way, maybe you could be inspired to peacock, or, show yourself or feel confident when you come to this person, or recognize that maybe you're peacocking a little too hard. Okay, so I have the letters X and O, so hugs and kisses. I have another O, and I have an I. So IOX could be in something. And then I have the numbers 7 and 8 and 8. And I'm going to leave the reading there. I hope it was helpful in some way, and please let me know if it was. Liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting helps my channel to grow. A very small channel that's trying to build and get seen. So any support, if you connected with this reading, would be, very incredible. And sending you all so much love. And I'll talk to you soon.